Hey y'all, I am back from a summertime reading slump. I only read one book in July, one book in August, and I'm here to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Books with Kimberly. Don't forget to like, comment, share my channel, and subscribe. You guys, I really miss doing these videos and being active on my channel, but if I'm being honest, I have been reading, but I have been reading at such a slow pace that I haven't been getting many books completed during the summer. I still love books, will always love books, and will always love reading. There are 3 books that I'm currently reading now that I am determined to finish. One of them is a library book that I've actually had for a couple months now, maybe 3 or 4. And I cannot keep this book any longer. I'm not supposed to have this book, but supposedly there aren't late fees right now, so I'm taking advantage of that. So I am telling myself I'm turning this book in tomorrow, so as soon as I finish this video, I have to finish that book up. And I'm determined to read 2 other ones that I have been reading at a snail's pace. So I'm going to finish those 3 books, and I'll at least have those 3 for my September reading wrap-up. But when it comes to my July and August reading wrap-ups, I only finished 2 audiobooks in the last 2 months, and I'm going to jump right into those. So the audiobook I finished in the month of July was Inevitable Conclusions by Christina C. Jones. Y'all know how much I enjoy reading her books. They're always a hit or miss with me. It's either I love it or it was okay. By the end of this review, you'll know how I felt about this one. So Inevitable Conclusions is about Cora and Tariq. Cora is an actress who is retired. She is doing a stage play where her daughter is the star. And Tariq is a retired NFL player who has a sports agency. The book opens up with Cora going over to his penthouse suite, honey, and the 2 of them get it on. One little peculiar thing I have about me is I usually don't like books where the couple know each other. I love a cute meet. So I'm always a little bit bummed out when it's a couple that know each other for a long time. So at the beginning of this book, by it opening up with the 2 of them hooking up, it let me know that these 2 already have something established. And do they have something established? These 2 have been friends since they were teenagers, both of them being young stars in their fields. They have been best friends, then lovers, in a relationship, back to lovers, friends with benefits, all of the above, but never in a committed relationship. The background story is that the 2 of them tried to be in a relationship, but it happened when they were young. And because of jealousy, there was a lot of toxicity in this relationship. And so the 2 of them decided to go back to being friends. But over the years, they have been friends and lovers because the 2 of them just have this magnetic chemistry for each other. And throughout this book, the 2 of them question a lot, why aren't they together? So I'll go ahead and say I give this book 3 stars, and this is one of the Christina C. Jones books that was just okay for me. And it's not because the 2 main characters already had history before the book started. It has to do with the fact that Christina really drew out whether or not the 2 of them would be in a relationship in this book. I really did like them as a couple and was rooting for them to be together, but there was a period of time where Cora started dating her ex-husband, and on the other hand, Tariq was dating this woman, Jaleesa, the whole time. And so her and Jaleesa would have words, and Jaleesa would tell her, you need to back off so that the 2 of us can be in a relationship. It was a lot. And as much as I love drama, I love mess, I just really wanted to see Cora and Tariq develop a relationship. I feel like the majority of this book, I was just reading about friends with benefits who date 2 other people. And of course, because the love was already established between them, there was no denying the love they had for each other. You didn't really have to build that relationship. But that's really what I like about romance books. I like seeing that romance build up. And because it was already established, I feel like this book was just more of them deciding to take that big leap. And y'all know when I read books, I want all the butterflies. I want all the feels. It wasn't enough butterflies. It wasn't enough like we belong together. I felt very distracted by Jaleesa and the ex that were in the picture. I just wanted to see Cora and Tyreek really just take a huge leap. And of course, this being a romance book, you know what happened, but I just wanted to see it for myself. The book that I finished in August, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I rated this book before I even tell y'all what the book is. I gave this book 5 stars. It's by Tabitha Brown. Feeding the Soul Because It's My Business, Finding Our Way to Joy, Love, and Freedom. Y'all, this book was so good. And I have to give myself a pat on the back because y'all know I don't like reading nonfiction. I don't like biographies, autobiographies, memoirs, self-help books. That is not my thing. But Tabitha Brown, something about her, just seeing her target line, seeing all of these business ventures she's doing. She's all over social media. I just had to listen to her book. And y'all, listen to the audiobook because Tabitha Brown herself is narrating this book. So it's like listening to a compilation of all of her videos on Instagram because she even has vegan recipes in the middle. This book, she gets really deep into finding that love, finding that joy, really finding your dreams and being free from your stress, from your fears, everything that hinders you from following your dreams. I love hearing her stories. And that's one of the reasons I don't like a lot of autobiographies, because sometimes I'm like really not interested in, I was born in this city, then I was in 5th grade, and this happened in 7th grade, and then when I was in high school, like they don't be that interesting to me. Back to Tabitha Brown. Her book, it felt like her reels and her Instagram stories just very warm, very inviting. She was talking about making big changes in your life, preparing yourself for big life events, trusting your gut, telling yourself, I am enough. Like, I can do it. Really affirming yourself, which are things that, we already know as people, but it was so impactful and powerful having her pair these life lessons, these mantras with her own life stories. And Tabitha Brown did not have this, I woke up, I want to be a star, tomorrow I am a star. This has been a long journey for her. So she's coming from a very humble place. She's coming from a place of, this is what I had to do. This is what I'm still doing in order to have my dreams materializing. Because she always wanted to be in fashion. She even went to school for fashion. And it took 2022 for her to get this line at Target. Sis has been working and she's in her 40s. So it's not an overnight success. And I really love that her book exemplifies, even if it doesn't happen overnight, it's okay because it can still happen. This book inspired me so much. I took so many notes, and I definitely plan on buying a hard copy of this book and definitely listening to the audiobook again so I can really just meditate on what felt like a book of mantras and just kitchen talk with my good auntie. Y'all, that's it for my July and August reading wrap-ups. I plan on doing a lot better in the month of September and for the rest of the year. But you know what? If I decide that I'm not feeling reading, I'm not going to force it. Because like Auntie Tab said, that's my business. Thank y'all again for tuning in to Books with Kimberly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all later. Bye.